Welcome back wrestling WWE fans. Tonight, we dive into a story that has left both American fans and the UK crowd in London absolutely stunned. WrestlePalooza wasn't just another event, it was a night of blood, sweat, betrayal, and redemption. And at the center of it all, John Cena and Brock Lesnar gave us a battle that will be remembered for generations. From the opening bell, the tension was undeniable. American fans roared with chants of, "Let's go Cena," that shook the arena, while the British fans in London couldn't believe the intensity that was unfolding before their eyes. This wasn't just a clash of two giants, it was a test of loyalty, endurance, and the raw human spirit behind WWE's greatest stories. Greater than please like, share and subscribe for more WWE content. Alright, we're halfway through, and things are about to take a serious turn. If you thought you knew where this was going, think again, this is where the real drama unfolds. Stay tuned, because the best is yet to come. The brutality of the match was unlike anything we've seen in recent years. Every strike, every slam carried the weight of history. Across America, fans were in shock as Cena took punishment beyond belief, refusing to stay down. British fans in London couldn't believe the sheer resilience, chanting louder with every near fall. Lesnar, known as the Beast incarnate, dominated stretches of the match with terrifying precision. Suplex after suplex left Cena broken on the canvas, but the US crowd erupted with chants, rallying behind their hero, pushing him to keep fighting. UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant, as the London audience matched the energy with deafening cheers. What made this night unforgettable wasn't just the physicality, it was the emotion. Cena's face told a story of struggle, of carrying not just his pride but the weight of millions of American fans who have followed him for years. For the UK crowd, it was about respect, watching a man refuse to surrender in the face of overwhelming odds. The turning point came in the most shocking way. Lesnar went for the F5, confident that this would end Cena once and for all. But Cena countered, using the last ounce of strength left in his body. The arena shook as he delivered an attitude adjustment that stunned even Lesnar. Across America, fans erupted in disbelief, while in London, people were on their feet, jaws dropped in awe. Heyman, always lurking at ringside, screamed in frustration as Cena clawed his way back into the fight. His voice could be heard echoing, desperate to keep control of the chaos. American fans booed every word, while British fans in London couldn't believe the raw defiance Cena showed in the face of both Heyman and Lesnar. With each passing moment, the emotional stakes grew heavier. Cena represented more than just himself, he stood for loyalty, sacrifice, and the fight that lives in every fan who has ever believed in a hero. Lesnar represented betrayal, dominance, and the cold brutality of an unstoppable machine. And then it happened. Cena caught Lesnar off guard, locking him in the STF in the middle of the ring. The US crowd erupted with chants, the sound deafening, begging for the Beast to tap. British fans in London couldn't believe it, their voices joining in a united chorus of hope. Lesnar fought, clawed, and nearly broke free, but Cena refused to let go. The struggle was as emotional as it was physical. Across America, fans were in shock as the unthinkable unfolded. The Beast incarnate began to fade, the grip tightening with every second. Finally, in a moment that will live forever, Brock Lesnar tapped out. Cena had done the impossible. The US crowd erupted with chants of victory, tears streaming down faces of fans who had believed this day might never come. British fans in London couldn't believe it either, chanting Cena's name with pride. Paul Heyman collapsed at ringside, his face pale, his words stolen from him. For the first time, his chilling voice was silent, replaced by the thunderous roar of two nations, American and British fans united in celebration of a legacy-defining victory. Cena stood tall, battered and bruised, but victorious. The emotion in his eyes was unmistakable. This wasn't just a win, it was a message to every fan who had ever felt betrayed, every family who had ever invested their hearts into WWE, that sometimes loyalty and resilience truly pay off. Across America, fans were in shock but filled with pride. This was a night of redemption, of grief turned into triumph. British fans in London couldn't believe what they had witnessed, chanting until their voices cracked. UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant that honored Cena's name. The cameras caught Cena collapsing to his knees, tears welling as he looked out at the sea of fans. The US crowd erupted with chants of, "Thank you Cena." In London, British fans echoed the same words, a rare moment where two nations spoke the same language of respect and admiration. Backstage, wrestlers gathered in quiet awe. For many, this wasn't just about Cena beating Lesnar, it was about the human side of WWE that often goes unseen. The scars, the sacrifices, the broken bodies, and the resilience to keep fighting. For Lesnar, it was a devastating blow. For Heyman, it was the ultimate humiliation. But for Cena, it was legacy. A victory carved not out of dominance, but out of sheer willpower, loyalty, and love for the fans who never stopped believing. The grief of past defeats had been washed away in one night. The betrayal of seeing Cena fall so many times was replaced with hope. And in that hope, both American fans and British fans found something they could hold onto, a reminder that heroes do rise again. UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant, every cheer, every tear shed in the London crowd. Across America, fans were in shock but forever changed by what they had seen. Cena had defeated the Beast, but more importantly, he had restored faith in resilience and loyalty. This was not just a victory for Cena. It was a victory for every fan who had ever felt the sting of loss, who had ever questioned if loyalty was worth it. Tonight proved that it is. The emotion of WrestlePalooza will echo for years to come. American fans will tell stories of where they were when Cena made Lesnar tap. British fans will remember the night London shook with chants of hope and respect. And as Cena stood, battered but unbroken, the message was clear. In WWE, legacies are not just written in victories, but in the love, loss, loyalty, and legacy shared between the fans and the wrestlers who give everything inside that ring.